guys, Miranda here. So I am going to bring you a topic today that whether you're 5 or you're 95, it will benefit you in some way, shape, or form. It's all about health and it's all about how we can live our life to the best by taking care of ourselves. And I've actually seen this on the news recently. A therapist was giving some tips and tricks on how to live a healthier life, and this was actually one of their tips. And I recently had the opportunity to teach this to a group of kids and for self-care classes, and they loved it. And when I teach, I love to be very visual and very hands-on. I feel like kids and even adults kind of grasp things better when they're interactive and they can actually visually see things. So today's topic is filling your cup. And I know that you've heard this, whether on the radio, on a health podcast or channel, or reading it in a book, or just hearing it from people talking to you about how they are going to improve their health. It's all about self-care and it's all about filling your cup. But first and foremost, I want you to know that self-care is not selfish. Everybody needs self-care. Kids, teenagers, adults, seniors, all through life, we need to take care of ourselves. We have to put ourselves first. And as you might think, that just sounds very selfish to put me before my kids or me before anybody else, but you know what? You have to do it. So what I have here to be visual with you today is I have a cup. This is me. This is how I feel. And all of this goodiness here, this is happiness. This is what fulfills me. This is what fulfills you. This is what makes you feel complete. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions first. So the first question is, would you rather have a half bucket of $100 bills, or would you rather have a full bucket of $100 bills? Answer that one. Okay, next question. Would you rather have a half bucket of your favorite food when you're hungry? Or would you rather have a full bucket of your favorite food when you're hungry? Answer that one too. Okay, so you probably answered full on both of those. So let me ask you 2 more questions. Would you rather have a full bucket of red roses? Or would you rather have a full bucket of smelly trash? Would you rather have a full bucket of dirty laundry, parents? Or would you rather have a full bucket of clean folded laundry already? Okay, so now that you've answered those questions, I think we can all determine that we want full buckets of good things. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this into ourself. This is our body. This is our mind. This is us as a whole. We want this cup to be full of good things so we can live our life to our best. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few scenarios and I'm going to make it visual to show you what it means to fill your cup. So how do we fill our cups, you may ask? It's simple. It's doing what makes us feel happy, what makes us feel whole, what makes us feel like we can live our best life. So things that come to mind first for people would be fitness and nutrition. Here's my cup. Here's my happiness and what makes me feel whole. So bam, I did for my physical body. I did a little meditation. You could do a little meditation. There's a little bit more. Calming your mind, doing some deep breathing, doing some relaxation, maybe some visualization, thinking that you're at your favorite place in the world. It could be drinking your water. It could be sleeping. You're filling your cup, it's getting full. But it's a lot more than just that. Maybe for you, it's telling someone no. I told them no. I get some free time to myself. I don't feel comfortable in that situation. I don't want to do it. No, thank you. It could be setting boundaries, building your confidence, showing people that you know your self-worth and that what you want and what you don't want. Now look at my cup. It was empty before I performed self-care, but now it's getting full. It's pretty full. Okay, so now you think of one thing that is your self-care, that you do for self-care. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this and I'm gonna put it in the bucket for you. And look what it's doing. Here's your neighbor. Here's your person that you're caring for. Here's your husband. Here's your children. Here's your work. Now look what it's doing. It's spilling over. This is an example of when you have your cup full, you can give to others. If your cup isn't full and it's empty, you haven't filled it, you haven't taken care of yourself, what can you give? Nothing. So that's why self-care is so important for you first, to take care of you. This could be a person that you're caring for that needs you 100%. It could be, just like I said, it could be your kids. Now parents, moms and dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, think, if your cup is empty, what kind of day do you think you're gonna have with some chaotic kids? It's probably not gonna be the greatest. Same as teachers. If you're around kids all day long and you have an empty cup, if you're stressed, if you didn't eat a good breakfast and your belly's growling and you're just tense and tight because you didn't get your exercise in, or you're not doing your deep breathing, or all these things are coming to you at once. If your bucket is empty, you are struggling yourself and you don't have anything to give your class or your kids or your employee that's on you for presentations. Just examples. So if yours is full, remember, you come first. And whenever I was teaching this to a class, at the end of it, a mom came up and she said, it's just like when you're on an airplane. If the oxygen mask dropped down, what do they tell you to do first? Put yours on before you help somebody else. You have to be present and alive and oxygenated before you can help someone else. So you do you first, and that will spill over to others. So remember, it is not selfish to take time for yourself for self-care. So something else that I love to teach is kindness. And this is a great example for this because we don't walk around with our cups. We don't see how full people's buckets are. We have no idea what kind of life they're living, how happy they are, what they may be struggling with. So it's always important to, again, fill your cup first, but to be kind to people because people's buckets may be empty and we don't know that. So something super simple that I tell kids that they can give anybody at no charge at all is their smile. Somebody struggling, walking down the street, see a big, beautiful smile. You know what? You just put a little bit in their cup and now they're feeling better. A coworker at work, they just seem to be struggling a little bit. They seem to be down. They don't seem to be themselves. And you look at them genuinely and you say, what's wrong? Can I do anything for you? Can we talk about anything you're struggling with? You know what? You were genuine to them. They felt comfortable with you. So you know what? You just filled their cup up a little bit. Anything that you can do kind to give to someone, and it doesn't even have to be monetary. It can be nice words. It can be a compliment. Hey, I love your sweater that you're wearing today. Hey, you know what? You just filled their bucket a little bit. But also, as we fill other people's buckets, remember that ours might be depleting a little bit, and we always need to fill them up. Yes, it's free to say some kind words to somebody, but if we are givers sometime and always giving and doing for others, that can deplete our cup real fast. The people pleasers can struggle big time. So remember to do something for you to fill your cup up so you can keep giving to others. So I hope you really enjoyed this today. I hope the visualization helped. And I really hope that you take time for yourself starting today. You don't have to wait for a new year. You don't have to wait for a new month. Every single minute of a day is a new opportunity for new great things for you. And just allow yourself a lot of grace. Because if you mess up, you know what? You mess up. Try again. There's never too many strikes whenever it comes to your health for trying to improve it. So please take time for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this and join me again soon.